Hi, my name is Jazmin Laura. I am with an interview named Tazani Poe. Nice to meet you, Tazani. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
She is majoring in communications and she's a junior at WestCon. So, Tazani, I have my first question here is what's it like majoring in communications?
So, communications, I think that it's something really, I think that when people think about communications, it's something that's super broad and it's like super general. And I think that it often gets looked over as something that would be easy. And I think that something in communications is just because of it being overlooked, when you actually get into it and when you do like it, it's
Mhm.
something that truly speaks to you as it does with every other major, like with everything that like somebody does, if somebody's interested in something. So being majored inside communications, I just like it for myself because I feel like that it's something that I could apply to every aspect of my life, as simple as if it's daily conversation or if it's on a super big, vast career level,
Mhm.
which I like more.
Yeah, because communications, they have like digital communications, media, there's always like production as well, networking, and it can also be focused with business as well, because there's so many aspects into it. So I get that. Second question, how are you managing between your personal life and student life? And are there any tips you can keep yourself on track, like apps or something you do during your daily routine?
So I think for me, I have this app. I don't have the name of it. I can't remember the name,
Mhm.
but it's something that helps me with my public speech because you could be somebody that's good at talking, but just in terms of filler words and making sure your message is clear and concise, I always use that so that way I don't use terms such as like or basically or
Yeah.
and all that. So so I try my best to filter those words out of my vocabulary so that way I can communicate better.
Yeah.
And I think that between my personal life and my student life, it's really something it's really hard, but it's hard, but then it's not because once you do get fall into a rhythm, it does come naturally. I would say that in terms of keeping myself on track, I what do I do to keep my like I said, the app that I use, which kind of keeps me on track outside of the classroom, like if I do have something to prepare for, because I'm upcoming on my thesis in the spring, and
Oh,
I have to
okay.
do a presentation about that,
Yeah.
and trying to not. And while I feel like it does seep into my personal life just a little bit, it's not something that's purely academic because I'm not going to talk about this is communications and like this and that. It'll be asking about um, tell me about your day. And then you'll be talking about your day, and it's something that's really natural to me.
Hmm.
Um, and just in terms of personal life, because I often feel like communication sneaks into my personal life because when
Yeah.
I communicate with people, when I talk to people, it's I'll be in my head, I'm thinking, oh, this is that theory. This is that theory. Like they're talking to me, I'm just like, this is that. Oh yeah, I learned about that. And then I'm trying not to be exactly
Exactly. Yeah,
like
it
playing
always
their
sneaks
attention.
into your personal life. Like this happens to me all the time after we learned it. We it just goes into like our definition in our life
Right.
realistically. Hmm.
And it's something that's really just an everyday thing. And I think that because my student life has to do with communication and my major, that it also seeps into my personal life. So it's kind of hard to separate them,
Hmm.
but I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing
Yeah.
because,
Hmm.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, so learning more about like communications, right? You said that it sneaks into your personal life and also to your, student life. So, my question was like, how are you able to balance between the two? You said that you do them by doing them like together because they like come into a cycle where
Mhm.
like you're learning about something and then it like sneaks into your personal life, which is great. Um, but how do you track that by like if you're, let's say, what's that word again? You're procrastinating. What's a way that
How
you can help
procrastinating
yourself?
on that?
Yeah, if you're procrastinating on something or you're forgetting something or you're just too distracted from your personal life, are there ways that you can track yourself, keeping you from being distracted?
I'm
Like,
trying to think what's going
do
on.
you use like do you use like for example, Google Calendar or any like alarms you would use or any like type of tips that you use besides the apps?
Ah, okay. In that case, I
Yeah.
think that what I do is that I try to schedule a time for me to solely for my work. Because
Mm,
I think that if I have time
mhm.
within the week, I feel there's always going to be a time within the week where I'm going to have some kind of downtime. And so I always try to, okay, on this day I'm going to do this. On this day, that's like my allotted time to do my schoolwork. And it's always going to be that consistent day to do my work. So I'm always going to be like, this is my day. I'm going to do whatever I need to do. And then on top of that, I constantly check my email, my Blackboard, just to make sure that I'm on top of everything, just to make sure, like, did I hand this in? Because you could never check too often, I feel like. Double check, triple check. You're like, oh, I'm sure I don't have this assignment due. Check. Just check, just to make
Exactly.
sure.
If there's something you don't know that's submitted or it's like not submitted, it's always a good thing to check.
Mhm.
All right. And another question. What was it like in the beginning majoring in communications? Like, have you ever considered switching majors? And if so, why?
Yeah. I mean, not switching majors from communication,
Okay.
but I had maybe 7 other majors before I
Wow.
found communication. um, so I was a mathematics major, and then I went to biology, then I went to chemistry, then I went to criminology, then I went to writing, and then I went to humanistics,
Hmm.
and I'm here in communication. And
Okay.
I think in the beginning, the first class that I had for communication was I believe it was public speaking, I think. I'm not sure though. And in the beginning, it was just very scary, I think, just
Hmm.
because it's scary, but then you're also like, it's communication. How hard could it be? And then you actually get there, and then you're in the class, and you're like, oh, I have to actually elaborate. I have to explain myself. I have to be mindful or cognizant of this thing or my body language because those things are things that people do that change the level of is this person going to be listening to you or not?
So it was a rough, like, beginning type of like freshman year of college that you had. You didn't know exactly what you wanted to major in, so you tried a little bit of everything until you were able to find communications. Okay. Yeah. And was it like a hard choice, or was it something that came to you when somebody mentioned communications or you learned about the major in communications?
I had my class, and I believe it was maybe October,
Hmm.
and I was in my communications class, and I was just in my head, I was thinking, wow, I really enjoyed this class. I always looked forward to going to that class because I think that with that semester, it was particularly hard just because I was trying to fall into the schedule and fall in trying to just assimilate basically to what my schedule was trying to be. And so when I had that class, I was always there. I was always excited. I was always engaged in the conversations, and I felt I had a place there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, here is my next question. Were you always interested in learning about communications before college?
No.
Really? Was there like anything like similar or?
I used to be a theater major, so I'm in a very different place from where I started. Um,
Yeah.
it wasn't something that I ever really considered ever. I never had it as a I want to major in communications. I had my first major as a theater major when I first went to school. And then I left that school and then I took a gap year. And then I came to WestCon. And then I had my whole endeavor excursion of the majors that I was checking out. And naturally I found communications. I feel like that it really finding a major is just something that happens unless because you'll have a major in mind that you come into and either you stick with that major and as you stick with that major you're going to say I wish I did so and so or I wish I took this class or I wish I did this and just kind of I think I was very lucky to have the experience of letting myself explore
Yeah.
what I wanted to do first before I actually locked in what I was going to do.
Yeah, so you're saying it's like good to taste like a little bit of everything going into your first year. And because like a lot of people when they do that, like me for example, my first year I thought taking business, like majoring in business was a safe choice for me. You know, if I go with something that I'm passionate about, I'll think I'll regret it or but that really isn't true.
Mhm.
So, would you agree on that by saying you don't really have to, if you want to, take a safer option when you're going into college? Instead, maybe do something that you're more passionate and want to learn about it instead of a major that will probably make you miserable throughout your years in college.
Yeah, I think that completely wholeheartedly. I think that majoring in something that you're unhappy in is just going to lead to an unhappy life because it's something that you're going to
Yeah.
carry with you your entire life. This is what you're going to do. This is what basically what you're going to be. And that kind of puts you into that space and you will always be thinking, oh, I should have did this. And I feel like that having that kind of mindset is something that you never really want to have in terms of life or just anything. You never want to really have any regrets. And so, and also, you can't really, people are always say that, well, this major is going to be good because the pay for this major or in that major and blah, 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 and all that. And can't help but think that things will never really, you can not really predict how things are going to be in the future. Like right now, a
Hmm.
major in so and so will be good. But in 4 years or 5 years or whenever you get out, what's going to be the one that is lucrative? Because things change in the world. And I mean, unless you're like a doctor or something.
Everyone needs doctors.
Yeah, we always need doctors, but
Yeah. But in general, if there's like something that you really want to do, you can just go for it, is what you're saying. Yeah. All right. And the last question, what is your advice for high schoolers out there who want to major in communications or somewhere around the middle in communications? Because I know it's very broad.
um, do not overthink public speaking. I think that's a big thing for a lot of people when they think about communication. People are terrified of publicly speaking, and do not overthink that just because you do public speaking really every day. Like honestly, like you communicate every day, and you are so natural at it. So it's not going to be this super scary thing. I mean, it definitely is if it's new, but you know. And I think that if you want to definitely explore like the options that you want, but if you want to major in communication, then do that. But then also if you find something else that you do like on your journey in getting your degree for communication, then look into that too, you know, because things
Ex-
and
Yeah,
change and things do happen and all that. So yeah,
exactly. Go for it, basically.
go for it. Like, you know, it's the only life we have. So do whichever.
Hmm. Well, thank you so much, Taz, for speaking up about communications
Yeah.
and learning more about the major. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm so happy.
Bye.